After a devastating plane crash in Vermont over the weekend that killed 4 people from Connecticut, Middletown High School will be closed today.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones is live in Middletown this morning to bring us how this tragedy has impacted the community. Marcy.
Good morning. Well, really, the unimaginable loss is really just starting to set in. We're talking about a Middletown High School teacher, one of his students, her mother, as well as another man, all on board that flight. And now the investigation into what exactly went wrong is continuing. The community continues to grieve. Now, according to authorities, 4 people were on board that flight. Middletown High School's aviation and technology teacher, 55-year-old Paul Pelletier, one of his students, 15-year-old Delilah Van Ness, her 51-year-old mother, Susan Van Ness, and 88-year-old Frank Rodriguez. Investigators say Sunday the flight took off from Wyndham Airport and landed at Basin Harbor, just outside of Burlington, Vermont. The group had brunch and left around noon, but sadly never made it back here to Connecticut. The wreckage of the aircraft can be seen in a wooded area 45 minutes south of Burlington. As the community mourns, students share with us the positive impact Mr. Pelletier had on them, saying he was not only focused on teaching aviation courses, but he also helped create a special drone program for first responders, adding school will never feel the same without their beloved teacher.
I walked by his class, see if it was actually there. It wasn't there. And I was like, it's probably real now.
Again, Middletown High School will be closed today for classes. However, they will have support staff here. Counselors for anybody who needs that kind of support will be available for during regular school hours. Also, any sports games that were scheduled for today will be rescheduled. Practices will be just at the students' discretion, and support staff will be at every single school in the school district for anybody who needs that. Reporting live in Middletown, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.